Okay, I wanted to share about fear. A little something about fear, about, I think, a little life hack that I just came to terms with. That fear happens. I subscribe to the idea that you can't help how you feel. It's just what comes up. What you can help is what you do about it. So, response versus reaction. Now, I get a little bit irked and irritated when people say, oh, you shouldn't fear something, or you shouldn't feel shame, or don't feel a certain way. Don't feel angry. Don't be sad. I get the idea. Like, there's nothing to fear, so don't be afraid. And a part of me just wants to wring somebody's neck and be like, and there's fear still here. Am I not doing it right? I just want to get rid of the fear. So I tend to focus on the emotion that people are saying don't have. Problem is, you can't help having the feeling, so if shame comes up, it's not that shame is bad. It's what do we do with it? What's the message that's behind it? Why is it coming up? Explore it. Say, thank you, shame. You're a feeling I don't like feeling. Why am I feeling you? What's here? What's behind this? Or embarrassment. So for an example with fear, jumping off of a cliff, right? I have been so obsessed with trying to dismiss fear and get rid of it and just run away. Be like, no, I don't want to feel fear. I want to do the thing. I want to jump off the cliff. And I also don't want to feel fear. But that's what's naturally coming up. And what is that fear doing? It's trying to protect me in a really wonderful way. Like, cliffs are scary. You could get hurt. So fear makes sense in that, I guess, example. So what I want to do differently with it, let's go, hey fear, thanks for trying to protect me. I don't need your protection. But since you're here, let's jump off the cliff together. Like, I feel fear and I'm going to jump. Instead of, I feel fear, but I want to jump. Having that and in there instead of a but, it makes things a little bit softer and a little bit easier to, got hair on my head. Makes things just a little bit easier to handle and deal with. Same with bringing in curiosity, play, and fun. Like, the opposite of fear could also be excitement. I mean, those two feelings are kind of one and the same. They both send adrenaline through our system. They spark us and give us a little bit of energy so that we can, like, run or fight or jump and scream. And so we can shift, we can alchemize fear into fun by, I think, recognizing, this is what's coming up. Hey, how you doing? Are you valid? What do I want to feel? Or how do I want to feel? But hey, this feeling's here. Let me jump off anyway. So, I don't know if that made sense. I wanted to get that off of my mind and try to share it in some kind of concise yet authentic way. So, yeah. Oh, also, with embarrassment or shame. Shame's a big one. Outing your shame. So if you're embarrassed about something or shy or I think I said something to somebody and I kind of hope they just forget it. I don't even know if it was a big deal. I don't even know if they heard me or what thought of it. What you can do is just out yourself. Go to somebody and be like, hey, I totally said something about your weight and I feel a lot of the shame and embarrassment about it because I felt like maybe that impacted you in a way that I would not have wanted to impact you, or something like that. Who knows? You don't have to be perfect, just outing it. Or, I'm ashamed about my belly, or the way I look, or I think I'm talking too much. Maybe I'm not listening enough. Sometimes just outing it can say, hey, yeah, you do that, and I still accept you. And even if somebody doesn't, I think it's better to have the authenticity and to also practice, because I think what we're really afraid of is this downward spiral of, oh, the shame, it hurts so much, this rejection. Oh, we just start to like want to melt and die. And funny thing is, the more that I practice kind of sharing my shame or outing myself or stepping into fear and moving with it, it's not really as big as I thought it was. It's almost like my mind put a magnifying glass to whatever it was. And then when I actually do a specific action, I get to step back and say, oh, that giant monster is actually the size of an ant. And it's okay. It's not as big and scary as I thought it was. Or, I'm still here. I survived embarrassment. I survived asking somebody out and them saying no. Or wanting to collaborate with somebody and them not having the time. Cool. Thank you for your no's. Thanks for being authentic. Thanks for trying. Even if you're not 100% authentic, thanks for being here. I don't know. Rambles from Corinne.